Oh, you read the title of the video, right? And from what articles are saying, and also with what Jerry Jones was alluding to. He's basically saying letting go of Amari Cooper was a good thing because it's allowing the Cowboys to financially do moves like keeping Ezekiel Elliott and franchise tagging Tony Pollard. Let's talk about it. Let's dive straight into it. Now, before we begin, if you guys can hit the like button on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell as well. Over, 87% of you guys watching aren't subscribed, so if you like the content, and you keep coming back, like I always say, just subscribe so you stick around. Now, Jerry Jones was alluding to the fact of what was done with the Amari Cooper trade and that he has no regrets doing it primarily because of the financial aspect to it, and that now he's confident that we'll be able to keep Zeke and Tony. Now, I'm all for players getting their money, but at the same time, if we are talking about it from the GM perspective and trying to build a team that's worthy of contention, Jerry, I don't know what you're doing. Letting go of one of your top weapons on offense to down the road keep Ezekiel Elliott on your team. And again, we don't know what the cap hit's going to look like with Zeke. We don't know if the Cowboys extend Tony Pollard what the cap hit's going to be. But if they franchise tag him, the minimum's $10 million, guys. And the Cowboys are going to, let's just say, Zeke takes a pay cut. And let's just say it's between maybe $5 to $8 million. And you franchise tag Tony Pollard. You're putting $18 million into your running back room. The cap hit has pretty much remained the same. Arguably going up a little bit more. That's how bad this is. Then on top of that, if you extend Tony Pollard, and let's say that your cap hit for him this year is $6 to $7 million, whatever the number they agreed to. That's still a lot of money to your running back room when you can go into the draft and you've met with guys that you can draft, and you could save a boatload of money. The Dallas Cowboys trading Amari Cooper should still be talked about to this day. Space, we need to get over it. Well, let me ask you this. The moves that you made took weapons away from the quarterback. You're putting the money into depreciating assets, and then you're asking, why is it that we can't build a Super Bowl contender, or it's this person's fault rather than the front office giving the money away. Now, again, I would love to see Tony Pollard get his money. I would love to see Ezekiel Elliott stay a Cowboy. But when we're being real with it, guys, you have a $16 to $18 million cap hit with your running back position. And you franchise tagging and giving Zeke a pay cut is just going to have the same money into the running back position, except the money is shifted around. That doesn't solve your issue. And for you to let go of Amari Cooper to make it financially possible for you to keep Ezekiel Elliott is one of the dumbest fucking things this organization has done. And I love Ezekiel Elliott. I would love for Zeke to stay a Cowboy for the remainder of his career, but we have to be real, guys. If he's coming back on a deal that's worth more than $5 million, that's a problem. And I'm talking about the cap hit. Like, that's a lot of money going into that running back room. And also, you're having a player that's on the decline, unfortunately. Yes, he's doing good in the short yardage situations, but that is not worthy of a massive price tag. Tony Pollard's a great player. I love Tony Pollard, and I want him to get paid. But we had to think about it this way, too. Is paying Tony Pollard going to be good down the road? Well, it depends on what the contract looks like. If you're able to get the dude between $5 to $8 million, which isn't going to happen, we're having a conversation. Oh, Space, why is it the money a problem with running backs than with other positions? Because running backs are depreciating assets as soon as they enter the league. They're like cars. The more mileage you put on them, the more they're going to most likely wear and tear and break down. It's the same thing. And the Dallas Cowboys think it's better for them to go and put more money into used cars and vehicles as opposed to just getting a new one when the old one has run out of gas and just overall it's falling apart. So I want to make it clear in this video here today. The Dallas Cowboys letting go of Amari Cooper to ultimately retain Ezekiel Elliott would be the most financially dumb decision that has happened in the last decade. There's no excuse on that, especially when you're looking at wide receivers like Jacoby Myers going to get $16 to $20 million, which is what Cooper's cap hit is for the Browns, in the same range. And I think Amari Cooper is a better wide receiver than Jacoby Myers. But hey, that's the Dallas Cowboys being a bunch of dumb fucks. So Jerry, I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but I'm sorry, dude. This ain't the way. And, I know people are getting annoyed with me continuously talking about Jerry like Space. We know this is going to happen. We need to document this. I get kind of annoyed when fans kind of just go like, all right, well, we shouldn't care about what... No, you should, because ultimately we need to explain why we have a problem. This is why I have a problem with the organization. I'm here to give you guys information to make your determination. I will interpret it as what I will look at from what information I see. But I'm not here to bullshit you and tell you that letting go of Amari Cooper was a good decision for the Cowboys, and it never will be, even in retrospect. Unless the Cowboys, by some miracle, get a whole new wide receiving core that we can be like, oh, at least we got rid of, hey, we got rid of Amari, but that's okay. We haven't gotten there yet. Not at this point. And if Michael Gallup doesn't recover from that ACL injury, it's going to look a hell of a lot worse, especially what Amari did with Jacoby Brissett. That's all I got to say, guys. I don't have much more on this other than Jerry, get your head out of your fucking ass. And I know you won't, but that's where we stand. Like, what the fuck are we doing? This is ridiculous. I don't have much more to say. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will catch you guys in the next one. This is Space Cowboy Media signing out. Have a good one.